Those kids are still having so much fun playing in the swimming pool. Hi, John Moore again. In our last episode, I talked about how important proper supervision is to ensure your family's safety in, on, and around the water. Watching our children, especially the little non-swimmers, is the key. Just today, I heard someone say that toddlers can do more in one unsupervised minute than most people can do in a day. So remember, constant vigilance really matters. Today, let's focus on the second layer of drowning prevention: barriers and alarms. When it comes to the many open bodies of water, like lakes, rivers, and the ocean, you may not be able to do much about the natural barriers that may or may not be there. So let's focus on swimming pools. We have already established that drowning is the number one cause of death in kids 1 to 4. But did you know that the majority of those drownings occur in backyard pools? For this young age group, there are 3 times more drownings in pools than in natural waters. Backyard pools have become very popular these days, and during this National Water Safety Month of May, many of these pools will be opening up for the summer swim season. These pools provide a tremendous environment for a variety of swimming and social activities. We all focus on the fun recreation we can enjoy at a pool, and we should. Along with that comes the responsibility to create a safe environment, not only for when in use, but 24 hours a day, 7 days a week throughout the year. Barriers and alarms can help provide that around-the-clock protection from unsupervised access to the pools. There are many types of fencing that can provide a barrier around swimming pools. Property protection or perimeter fencing essentially surrounds one's home and property. It utilizes the house itself as part of the fence. This keeps out neighboring children and uninvited adults. But keep in mind that this type of fencing does not restrict access from the home itself. It does not protect children that live in the home or invited guests in the house. However, the preferred fencing is a 4-sided isolation fence immediately surrounding the pool itself. A 4-sided isolation fence reduces the risk of drowning by 83% compared to perimeter fencing. It completely separates a pool or spa from the home and other structures and restricts unauthorized access from neighbors, those living in the house, as well as visiting guests. The most affordable option is the removable mesh fencing. When properly designed, installed, and maintained, according to the manufacturer's instructors, removable mesh fencing can provide the same protection as any permanent isolation fence made of any materials. Just remember that this applies only when the fence is in place. Gates on mesh fencing should also be self-closing and self-latching, just the same as other fences. A pool and spa fencing should be equipped with self-closing, self-latching gates and be able to accommodate a secure locking device. Gates should open away from the pool and should never be propped open. You can research the many types of permanent and removable fences by visiting your local pool service or fencing company to find the best option for your pool and in compliance with local regulations. And speaking of barriers, don't forget all doors and windows, especially those that open directly to the pool. Unfortunately, I happen to know a personal friend who lost their 2-year-old son to drowning in a backyard pool. And sadly, it was completely preventable if proper barriers were in place. The boy was believed to be sleeping in his room overnight, but when the parents went to get him in the morning, he was not there, and later he was found in the pool. There were no child-proof locks on the back door and no isolation fence surrounding the pool. So please remember that all gates and house doors and windows that open out into the pool area should always be locked when the pool is not in use. 70% of child drownings happen during non-swimming times. Since you can't always be there, it's important to use a physical barrier to restrict unauthorized access and alarms to alert you. Alarms can alert you to the potential or actual unauthorized access to a backyard pool. Doors and windows that open out to the pool should be alarmed. The shutoff mechanism for all alarms should be located out of the reach of children. Pool water surface alarms detect any water motion, but can be prone to false alarms caused by wind, rain, and animals. Perimeter alarms using laser beams detecting the motion of any kind around the pool can also have pets and birds cause false alarms. Check with your local pool service company to find what would work best for you in your situation. And it is especially important to make sure that the pool gate is locked and alarmed when the pool is not in use. I'll close with a few additional notes. Don't let your pool area become cluttered with toys close to the water's edge. Little kids will be attracted to them. Keep the pool furniture and structures away from the fence to avoid being used to help gain access to the pool. Keep some form of rescue equipment available inside the pool fence. Things like a reaching pole or a throwing ring buoy. Post a sign with the street address so it can be quickly identified when calling 911 in case of an emergency. Be sure to dump the water out of all portable kiddie pools and buckets that can catch rainwater. It does not take a lot of water to create a hazard. And if you have a toddler in your house, be sure to child-proof the bathrooms so they don't have access to toilets and bathtubs. During the off-season, be sure to cover the pool with a strong mesh or vinyl cover designed to fit your pool and installed properly. I'm sure that the ones that elephants can stand on should be strong enough to keep your child safe. Thanks for listening. Next time, I'll have some very important information about water competency and swimming lessons. Don't miss it. Until then, keep swimming safe.